Okay, Mickey. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. So, thank you so much. Absolutely, you're certainly welcome. I moved the amethyst paint, so look a little hard to read. What do you think? The class is helping me so much. I appreciate your style of teaching. Oh, of course, Mickey. Don't mention it, man. It's truly my pleasure. It really is. I really enjoy helping students. Should I attempt to move my woman down? I'll talk about that. Tell us we have logo. Here's one with the logo. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over. So I think at this point, this one right here with this logo, I don't think it's effective. I don't at all. I think that is actually depleting the visual engagement. So let's get rid of that one. Concentrate on this guy right here. So let me just try to get that down into the window a little bit more. That's great. Okay, so boy. There we go. Okay, so a couple of things we have to look at here is, don't forget, this is set in italic. You want that set in Arial. Remember, Arial bold for the headline, Arial bold for the headline, Arial bold italic for the subhead, and regular Arial for the body copy. So what we would do is we would just come right over here and take that and just change that to regular Arial. There we go. Okay, now I think this is pushed over here in this area right here. So basically what's happening is this. Right now, you've heard of the rule of thirds, right? And the rule of thirds is actually a way to really ensure a good versatility in something like a magazine ad. Right now, the image of the girl is dead center, right? So there's almost equal side on the right and left. That is forcing you to try to place elements around the girl. So you're forced to place this down here. You're forced to place the turtle over here. So what's happening is that she is basically bisecting the ad. In a perfect world, she would be placed maybe something like right here. That way you could assemble the type the way you wanted it. I don't see anything wrong with that anyway. I think if that's the image, if depending on how you crop it and how she is placed in the image, that could feasibly work. I'm going to go ahead and revert this because I want to get back to the original state. Okay, so again, don't forget that's regular area. Okay, so this address information, this whole configuration here is really ambiguous. And it looks like you're trying to force the logo in this area right here, and this is really cumbersome, the way that this is formatted. So what I would recommend at this point is just go to the announcements area and take a look at how some other students handled the contact information in the magazine ad. That's quite nice right there. And then of course some other students went ahead and just spanned the header area, and I think that's effective as well. So really think about how you're going to present that. This logo, like we can just do something really quick here. Let's take this logo right here and we're going to reduce the size of that. Okay, and then at this point, what you could just reconfigure this type. Okay, now that leaves us with this situation. Should the girl be moved down? Yes, she can. Now I remember from the original image, I am not real sure if there's a whole lot of room up there. So in other words, I don't know how much image of water is left up there so that we could feasibly move her down. Right now, what I would say, what would be a neat thing to do is see how you can crop this. Okay, there's different ways you can crop this, and go. Remember that tutorial with the crop 8x10 at 300 ppi. Well, if you could come in here and even crop this something like this, or even watch my cursor something like maybe like this. That way, you can use the different areas of the layout without being confined to having her dead center and precluding the versatile placement of text and objects. So think about that. Think about that. I think that what might be even really an interesting configuration would be to take, your contact information, and as I said, just go ahead and span it across. I'm just going to get rid of that so that we can kind of see what this is going to look like. So we take this, we move it down, we bring that down, we take the address, place it up top. Now this is starting to look a little cluttered, and of course it's because of the fact that we have the restrictions based on that. I think the subhead is a little bit too large for this, for the headline, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, and I'm going to just move that down a little bit more. Let's go ahead and place that right there. Excellent. Wow, looking fantastic. That would be centered. That contact information would be centered. That would be set in Arial regular. Okay, and that's going to open up the bottom of this, so we can take this guy right here, and we can even kind of create this relationship between the turtle, the logo, and the girl. Okay, so we end up something like this. And I think that we can definitely see that this is much more inviting, much more harmonious. Let's bring that into alignment with something. Okay. Okay, but the problem is, of course, is that, move that up just a little bit. Excellent. Now this is looking great, right? But the problem here, and you could even maybe get away with something like that, but that's pulling all of the balance on the left-hand side. So, of course, these recommendations will work, but the only problem is, of course, is this image. If somehow we could get her over there somewhere, this would work perfectly. Okay, so see what you can do with cropping. See what you can do with really trying to get that image of the background image of the girl to be just a little bit more versatile in the overall composition itself. All right, so those are my recommendations. And sorry I took so long. I'm almost at 7 minutes here, but I'm really trying to be as I'm trying to, where the heck did you go? Oh, there you are. I'm trying to be really as thorough as possible. So if you have any questions at all, let me know, but go ahead and try to work those changes and run this by me if you want. I'll be glad to make additional comments. Thanks, Micki.